This is the best blood thinner. No need to warfarin, I mean rat poison. No need for aspirin. And by the way, it has been shown today that aspirin causes brain bleeds. This is very, very safe with no side effects. Now, if someone is on warfarin or aspirin and they're a little concerned, I would suggest start taking 1/4 teaspoon 3 times a day. And most people, if they're on warfarin, they have to be tested, every few weeks or every month. And the doctor will say, your blood's getting so thin, we can reduce your medication.
Hello, I'm Barbara O'Neill. Today we're going to talk about blood pressure, a condition that affects 1 in 3 adults worldwide and can quietly lead to serious health issues if not addressed. High blood pressure, often called the silent killer, is a major cause of heart disease, stroke and kidney problems. But the good news is there are natural ways to manage and even reverse it. In this video, I'll explain the causes of high blood pressure, how it affects your body, and practical, natural methods to bring it under control. And stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal a simple drink, just 1 cup a day, that can help lower blood sugar, improve your blood pressure, and even protect you from disease. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win.
So before I close, I want to introduce you to a few herbs. One is the cayenne pepper. In Psalm 104, verse 14, the Bible says that God gave herbs for the service of man. And cayenne pepper is one of the best heart herbs we have. Cayenne pepper does 3 things. It thins the blood. Whereas aspirin, it thins the blood to the point where it causes eye bleeds, brain bleeds, and stomach bleeds. It's not a safe drug. Whereas cayenne pepper, it thins the blood, and it'll heal the brain bleeds from the aspirin in the brain and the eye and the stomach. Cayenne pepper also dilates the blood vessels. So with dilating the blood vessels, you get a more effective and efficient flow of blood through the whole body. And cayenne pepper strengthens the arterial wall. So if there has been damage in the arterial walls, the cayenne pepper will strengthen arterial walls. It's a powerful herb. How do you take it? Start with 1/4 teaspoon in about 1/3 cup of water just before each meal. Throw it down, it'll tingle a bit, but the tingle stops. The other herb is hawthorn berry. Hawthorn berry strengthens the heart. In fact, if the blood pressure's low, it'll bring it up. If it's high, it'll bring it down. Remember Psalm 104 verse 14, God made herbs for the service of man. The hawthorn berry comes in, and whatever your body needs to do, whatever your heart needs to do, it will work with that. So you can take it in many ways. You can take it as a herb tea. If you take it as a herb tea, being a dried berry, it needs to be gently simmered. And the rule of thumb is 2 teaspoons to a cup of water, and ideally you would have 1 litre of that a day. Or you can buy it in a capsule form or a tablet form, and you can take up to 4,000 milligrams a day. It's a very safe herb, and you can use it even in conjunction with blood pressure medication. So I'll give you the story of Henry to show you what he did. He was a retired judge. He came to our health retreat a few years ago now. He was, I think, 69, and he was on 6 medication. He was on medication for high blood pressure, for blood thinning, for blood cholesterol, for blood sugar, for gout and for stomach ulcers. So he's on 6 medications. I said, "Are you interested in stopping your medication?" He said, "No, I'm very happy with my medication. Thank you very much. I always respect everyone's right for what they choose to put into their body. And shouldn't we? It's our God-given right." But we gave him hawthorn berry tea a day. We gave him a litre to drink through the day. It's not an unpleasant tea. We also gave him a little cayenne pepper. He was happy for us to try a few things. He took the herbs with him when he went home. He rang me 4 months later. He said, "Barbara, I'd like to visit you and get a few more hawthorn berries." I said, "Come for lunch, Henry." Now, when I opened the door, I did not recognise Henry. He had lost 20 kilos in 4 months. What's that, 40 pound? He said, I can do my coat up now. All the puffiness had gone out of his face. He said, "I've got a few stories for you." He said, "I went to the doctor recently to have my blood pressure taken, and the doctor stood up and left the room." He said, "Where are you going?" He said, "The machine's broken."
Cayenne pepper and hawthorn berry have long been used in traditional medicine to help control blood pressure, each in their unique way. Cayenne pepper contains a compound called capsaicin, which gives the pepper its heat. Capsaicin is believed to help improve blood circulation by promoting the relaxation of blood vessels, making it easier for the heart to pump blood through the body. This effect can help reduce blood pressure over time. Additionally, cayenne pepper may aid in weight loss and improve overall cardiovascular health, both of which are important factors in managing blood pressure. By enhancing circulation, it ensures better oxygen and nutrient delivery to tissues, which contributes to healthier blood flow and potentially lower blood pressure. Hawthorn berry, on the other hand, is a potent herb used for heart health. It contains flavonoids and other compounds that have been shown to strengthen blood vessels and improve the overall function of the heart. Hawthorn berry is thought to work by increasing blood flow to the heart, which can help lower blood pressure. It may also help regulate cholesterol levels, further supporting cardiovascular health. Some studies have shown that hawthorn can reduce both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, making it particularly beneficial for people suffering from hypertension. Regular use of hawthorn may also improve the heart's ability to pump blood effectively, thus reducing strain on the heart and lowering the risk of cardiovascular events.
You can also use it internally if someone has a heart attack. Now, I had read about this, but I experienced it once, and it was when we had our health retreat in Melbourne. I got a call from one of the staff. A lady's had a heart attack in the middle of a cooking class. So I ran down. I was there in 3 minutes. The lady's lying on the ground. Her face is white. There's a guy holding a pulse. He said, "The pulse is gone." Almost. I said, "Quick, cayenne pepper." I got a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, quickly put it in her mouth. She was half conscious. We're able to give her a little bit of water to drink. Within 2 minutes, the guy holding the pulse said, "The pulse is strong." All the colour came back into her cheeks, and she sat up and said, "What happened?" Just amazing. We sold out of cayenne pepper that program. Everyone, what happened to that lady? What happened to that lady is that cayenne pepper, when it got into the blood vessels, it thinned the blood.
In addition to cayenne pepper and hawthorn berry, there are several other herbs that have been shown to help regulate blood pressure. One such herb is garlic. Allicin, a compound found in garlic, has been studied extensively for its ability to lower blood pressure. Garlic is thought to relax blood vessels and improve circulation, making it a popular choice for individuals looking to manage hypertension naturally. Its benefits may be even more pronounced when consumed in raw or aged form, as these preparations tend to have higher concentrations of allicin. Another herb with promising effects on blood pressure is ginger. Ginger has long been used for its anti-inflammatory and circulation-boosting properties. It is believed to help improve blood flow, reduce blood pressure, and decrease inflammation in the body. Ginger can be consumed fresh, as a tea or as a supplement, making it a versatile option for individuals looking to improve heart health. Olive leaf extract is another herb that may help regulate blood pressure. The compounds in olive leaf, particularly oleuropein, have been shown to have vasodilatory effects, meaning they help relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. This can help reduce blood pressure and support overall cardiovascular health. Olive leaf extract has also been found to have antioxidant properties, which help protect the heart and blood vessels from oxidative stress. Finally, beetroot is another natural remedy that can be helpful for managing blood pressure. Beets are rich in nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps relax and dilate blood vessels, leading to a reduction in blood pressure. Drinking beet juice or incorporating beets into your diet can provide a natural and effective way to support healthy blood pressure levels.
So what causes damage to the arterial wall? The arterial wall is made up of little endothelium cells, and they get damaged quite easily. So environmental poisons, chemicals, damage the cells. Cigarette smoke. In fact, in a cigarette there's 4,000 chemicals, more chemicals. Chemicals in clothing, chemicals in laundry detergents, chemicals in food. They're all coming in, contributing to the damage. What also damages is mercury. Mercury is a neurotoxin. It can damage the arterial walls. What can also damage the arterial walls is mould. Mould is a toxic poison. So who's going to plug up the holes, students? LDL. That's its role. Unfortunately today, people are not aware of the damage that these chemicals are causing, and so what's happening in the arterial walls is we've got build-up. And what's that called? That's atherosclerosis. To say that cholesterol causes heart disease is like saying the fire trucks are causing the fire. Well, they must be. Have you noticed they're the one common denominator at every fire? God made the liver to make cholesterol for a purpose. It's just doing its job. Something else comes into the equation. There are little protein molecules floating all through our blood. And when someone's on a very high carbohydrate diet, high sugar diet, there's got excess glucose floating through the blood, and it connects with these little protein molecules and becomes sticky, and it sticks. They stick to the walls of the arteries, and what they can do is they can get dislodged, and there's the blockage. That's the number one cause of a stroke if it's in the carotid arteries. It's the number one cause of a heart attack happening in the heart muscle. So can you see by what I've shown you here, it's not one thing that causes heart disease, it's a whole lot of little things. Can that be cleared out? Absolutely, it can be cleared out. You might have heard of a very famous American doctor. Her name's Dr. Agatha Thrash. She's passed now, but her and her husband started Uchee Pines. She used to tell the story of a lady that came to their retreat who was an alcoholic. She was in her, I think, early 70s. She had a total turnaround at the health retreat. She went through the detox program. She gave her heart to God. And she said to Agatha, I don't want to leave. And Agatha said, I think we can make a place for you here. And she helped out. After 10 months, the lady had a stroke and she died. I think an embolism had burst in her brain. So Agatha Thrash did a post-mortem on her. And she said her arteries were clear. And when she came to them 10 months earlier, she had 85, sometimes 95% occlusion, meaning blockage of her arteries. You can't always put a time on it for how long, but that's quite amazing, isn't it? So in 10 months, maybe even shorter than that, going on a plant-based diet, stopping anything that would come in and harm these arterial walls, her arteries had cleared. So that's the good news.
To maintain healthy arteries and avoid issues like high blood pressure and heart attacks, it's important to focus on natural ways to support cardiovascular health. These methods can help reduce the buildup of plaque, prevent inflammation, and promote overall heart health. First and foremost, diet plays a crucial role. A diet rich in whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help reduce the risk of plaque buildup in the arteries. Foods that are high in antioxidants, such as berries, spinach, and nuts, help combat oxidative stress, which can damage the arteries. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel are particularly beneficial for reducing inflammation and lowering triglycerides, which in turn helps lower the risk of plaque formation. Another important dietary choice is reducing processed foods, especially those high in unhealthy fats, refined sugars, and salt. Trans fats, often found in packaged snacks, fast food, and margarine, are particularly damaging to arterial health. These fats raise LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and lower HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol, increasing the risk of artery clogging plaque. Limiting the intake of sugar is also essential, as excessive sugar can lead to high blood pressure and obesity, both of which are risk factors for heart disease. Exercise is another powerful tool in maintaining arterial health. Regular physical activity helps improve blood flow, reduce blood pressure, and maintain a healthy weight. Activities like walking, swimming, cycling, and strength training can enhance circulation and reduce the strain on your heart. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week. Even small changes, such as taking the stairs instead of the elevator or going for a daily walk, can have a significant impact on heart health.
To strengthen the heart. Daily sunshine is important for the vitamin D. The fourth law is temperance. That means not taking anything into the body that will harm it and taking in moderation the good things. And there are two things that I would like to absolutely define for heart disease, and that is caffeine. Caffeine disrupts the neurotransmitters in the brain. Caffeine causes an insulin response. Caffeine actually causes a crisis response. So when someone is in a crisis, their blood pressure rises to cope with the crisis. That's what caffeine does. Also, tobacco. Tobacco also causes a crisis in the body. Tobacco also damages the arterial walls. Caffeine thickens the blood, causes dehydration, as does tobacco. Remember, we looked at keeping the heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. So not only heart health, but also arterial health. Number 5 is sleep. Our body recharges in those night hours. We looked at that, I think, the night before last. Is that when we looked at it? We need to be sleeping 8 hours a night. 8 hours. I know my 8 accent's a bit funny, but that's 4 and 4 equal 8. 8. So you've got a choice. That can be 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., not this week, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., my favourite, or at a stretch 10 to 6. If your body is not doing that and you're finding it difficult, just take steps and little by little train your body back into doing that. We looked at how you can do that. 6, proper diet. We've looked at proper diet a few times. That heart muscle needs nourishment. It needs high fibre. There's all your plant foods. There's your vegetables, your fruits, your whole grains. It needs generous proteins. There's your legumes, nuts and seeds. The ladies have been faithful. I think we've had legumes every night, is that right? And healthy fats. There is no proof that saturated fat causes heart disease. No proof. So healthy fats, there's your nuts and your seeds, there's your coconut oils, your olive oils. Yes, they are concentrated fats and we should not be having a lot of them. But they're very concentrated, and I don't know about you, but I don't think I could drink half a cup of olive oil. A little bit. It's a concentrated food, but we do need it. There's your proper diet. Water. But not only water, something else. And that is salt. How much water a day? At least 8 glasses. They're 8-ounce glasses, little by little, all through the day. It's the best blood thinner. When I used to be the health director at Misty Mountain Health Retreat in Australia, I did a live blood analysis. We took a drop of blood, put it on the screen, on the microscope, and it came up on the screen. And sometimes I would see blood that was all clumped, like this. Blood should be like this. And I would always investigate, and I would find in 99% of cases the person hadn't drunk enough water. So they'd start drinking more water. I'd look at their blood 2 days later and it looks like this. Misty Mountain Health Retreat used to average 12 to 14 guests every week. This is 3 weeks a month, so years and years of looking at blood. So it's hundreds of bloods I've looked at. And as I said to you, 99% of the time, it was dehydration that caused this. So I know that water is the best blood thinner.
Water is essential, not just for keeping the blood thin, but also for overall hydration of every cell in the body. When we're dehydrated, our body doesn't function as efficiently. Every organ, from the brain to the kidneys, relies on water to perform at its best. Dehydration can cause fatigue, headaches, digestive problems, and even affect mood and cognitive function. It's amazing how such a simple element is so powerful in maintaining optimal health. When it comes to heart health, hydration helps maintain healthy blood pressure, promotes good circulation, and assists in the efficient delivery of nutrients and oxygen to every part of the body. It's like a maintenance system for the circulatory system, ensuring that everything is flowing smoothly. Now let's talk about stress. Stress is one of the biggest contributors to heart disease, but it's also something we can manage. Chronic stress can increase blood pressure, damage the arteries, and cause inflammation, all of which are risk factors for heart disease. The body reacts to stress by releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. While these hormones are helpful in short bursts, when they are continually elevated, they can take a toll on your cardiovascular health. Managing stress can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to focus on your breath or practice mindfulness. Meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, and regular physical activity are all excellent ways to reduce stress. It's not about avoiding stress entirely, because that's impossible, but about learning how to handle it better when it does come up. Social connections are another important factor for heart health. Studies have shown that having strong social relationships and a sense of community can improve heart health and increase longevity. Being connected to others can lower stress, improve mood, and even boost immune function. Whether it's spending time with family, friends, or engaging in community activities, the social bonds you form are essential for emotional well-being and physical health. Thank you for watching. I hope you found today's video helpful in understanding how to manage your blood pressure and improve your overall health naturally. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on living a healthier life. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.